tonight. This is page 35. You were supposed to try 1 through 6. I realize some of them are a little challenging. None of it's algebra. You may actually find that when we get to the back of this sheet, it's easier because the questions are, like, the picture is just for that question, where instead of where they're giving you a picture and they're asking 8 questions. So you may find that the algebra is actually easier. Okay, so looking at this, number 1 should have been a piece of cake, right? Opposite sides are congruent. Opposite angles are congruent. Consecutive angles are supplementary. So number 1 should have been really easy. Let me get my answer key. Did you get 8, 15, 112, 68, and 112? Number 2 should have also been easy because it was the exact same type of question. Opposite sides are congruent, opposite angles are congruent, consecutive angles are supplementary. Did you get 21, 29, 127, 53, and 53?
Got something to post.
Just choking on a fruit roll-up. All right, numbers 3 and 4, same type of question. Probably more challenging because you have diagonals. Number 3 was just lengths, so maybe 3 wasn't too bad. 4 was angles. 4 is probably where some people struggle. Number 3, opposite sides are congruent. Diagonals bisect each other. Those are the 2 properties that you would use in number 3. And you should have gotten 27, 18, 7, and 15. Number 4 was angles, so I know that 4 was challenging. And you have the diagonals strong. Alright, so you had to use opposite angles are congruent. Consecutive angles are supplementary. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Those are the 3 things that you would use. I would have started with this right here saying that angle FED, meaning F to E to D. So this entire angle is 134. And they give you this chunk as, what's this little chunk? 71, so you can find the other piece. So 134 minus 71 is 63. So this little piece right here, which I did not write this in a good way. That looks terrible. It's 63. Which would then tell me that if that's 63, then this is 63, and this is 71, right? Alternate interior. If that's 21, then this is 21, right? If this whole corner is 134, then this whole corner would be 180 minus 134, which is what? 46. So from here to here is 46. All right, now let's piece it together. So DEC, 63. CDE, CDE. I don't have it labeled, but it would. What? Oh, that is F. Okay, CDE, CDE would be this whole corner, and we already found it to be opposite of a 46 corner. ECD, ECD, we found to be 71. DFE, DFE would be 46 minus 21, which would be 25. That's probably one of the hardest questions. All right, I'm going to give you the answers for the last two. If you have questions, you can ask, and then I want us to move on to the back. The last two, you should have gotten okay, there's a lot going on here, but let's summarize it, because even though it feels like you just had a lot thrown at you, it all revolves around the same, probably four things. Let's count it out. It's either there's something congruent to it, which would mean set it equal, or there's something you add up to equal 180, right? Or it's bisected if it's a diagonal, which means it's cut in half. That's it. So there's actually only three scenarios. It's either something's cut in half, or something is equal, or something adds to 180. The question is, what are you looking at? Opposite sides are equal. Opposite angles are equal. Consecutive angles add to 180. Diagonals are cut in half. That's it. There is another technique, and that would involve using any triangles drawn. What is the sum of all the angles of a triangle? 180. So that is another technique, like if you have a triangle in the picture and you know two of the angles, you can find the third one using 180. All right, so what I want to do is, we have 8 practice problems with algebra. Usually, students find these easier because there's not extra information in the picture to throw you off. Like, the picture is only what you need. So I found that people actually prefer the algebra ones over the ones on the front where it's like, there's too much going on. So I want to do these 8 problems. I want to make sure you get it right. And then there is a digital assignment that you need to complete before you get to me on Monday. So you have,
Over the weekend?
Yeah. You have flex today that you could knock it out in. Or actually you have class.
That's Outer Banks fun.
Right. I understand that.
You watch it flying. It's bad of There's not. You just say keep on.
Okay, focus, right here. So you have 8 practice problems that you have to finish before I will unlock the digital assignment that is due by Monday. You have the rest of class and flex. There's really no reason that you should have homework over the weekend. Are you listening?
Yeah.
There's no reason you should have homework over the weekend because you have almost 45 minutes now,
So you're missing
35 minutes, and you have an hour in flex. So get off of any mindset that you're fixing to shut down and watch OBX. And focus on,
No. I didn't even do anything yet.
I know, that's my point. I gave you money. So,
The effort. I'll give you my effort.
Yeah, you did make a deal with it.
I'm going to put the answers on the board. We should be able to have the answers right in front of us and it not stop us from working. You should still be working. That way you'll know if you're doing it right or not. Okay, I'm not putting the work on the board. That's your job. Your job is to get the work. I'm going to put the answer on the board. You can check it as you're going along. And then I will post the digital assignment. Okay? Sounds good.
Sounds good. Sounds great.
Yes. Here are all of the answers to the back, which should not deter you from working. I'm going to fix the video. It should not stop you from working. This is here to let you, have a checkpoint so you don't keep going in the wrong direction. Make sure that you are reading the questions. Some of them don't stop at X. Like this one, you have to find X, then you have to find what it asks for. There's another one. Here you have to find X. Here you have to find X. Oh. And here you have to find X. Okay, yeah. So, be careful, watch the directions, make sure you're doing what it asks.